Police say she was abducted and raped by a man they're calling an animal. CBS 4's Brian Andrews is live for us in the Hadley Park neighborhood where that attack took place. Brian.
Well, Elliot, the neighborhood around the park here tonight is on alert because there is a predator out there. Now, police have a sketch, and we're about to show it to you. Tomorrow morning, they're going to be here in the neighborhood handing out flyers with the sketch on it as they try to catch this man and his female accomplice. Police say he is tall, in his 40s, with a big belly and short, spiky hair. He speaks Spanish and has tattoos of what looks like an eagle on his arms.
This is an animal. This is the only way to describe this person.
These community activists, who are friends of the victim's family, say they are worried some sicko is trying to snatch kids off the street.
What we have is somebody who saw a little girl who was small and couldn't defend herself and snatched her and grabbed her.
Police say the man had help in the abduction, a Spanish-speaking woman with purple or burgundy-colored hair who was in the silver or blue-colored car with him. The abduction, they say, happened near Northwest 50th Street and 15th Avenue last Thursday afternoon, not too far from Allapattah Middle School and Charles Hadley Park. Police say they drove the girl to an abandoned house that looked like this, based on the child's recollection.
Once they're at the abandoned home, she is raped by this person, this male.
These women say they helped search for the child when she didn't immediately come home from school. They say they are disgusted with what's happened.
Our concern as a pastor, as parents in our neighborhood is our kids are out for the summer. Safety is first.
We have an excellent sketch. What we do know is that this individual is somewhere between 40 to 50 years of age, tattoos on both arms, very heavy set.
And we don't want that to happen to any other kids in our area, in our neighborhood. We don't happen to no children, but in this particular, because our area has been targeted. Predator, he's in our area.
Police are convinced that somebody knows something, and if you have the key, that police need to crack this case, you're encouraged to call Miami-Dade Crime Stoppers anonymously if you like, 305-471-TIP. Again, this neighborhood is on alert, and tomorrow morning the police will be around this area passing out flyers trying to find this predator. Reporting live in Miami, I'm Brian Andrews, CBS 4 News Tonight.
At 11, did one woman's quest for beauty lead to her death? The South Florida Beauty Clinic is under criminal investigation for manslaughter and practicing medicine without a license. CBS 4's Brian Andrews has a story from West Miami-Dade, and Brian spoke with this woman's family tonight. What did they say?
Well, tonight marks 2 months since this woman died. They are patiently waiting for the police to finish their investigation into what happened up there in that beauty enhancement clinic, which tonight is closed. But we've had a chance to look at some of the court documents connected to the case, and it appears things are heating up. Suyima Torres. At 28, she had just started her own business and had her whole life ahead of her. Today is 2 months.
Hoy son 2 meses y todos los días
All the days?
todos los días la recordamos.
Every day you're thinking of your daughter. In April, police say she came to Cuerpos Health and Aesthetic at the strip mall on Flagler for a cosmetic procedure to enhance her behind. A lot of people would look at the pictures of your sister and say, she didn't need any enhancements. She was gorgeous.
That's true, yeah, she was perfect. But she really liked to look pretty all the time. She would go to Walgreens with makeup on.
In April, Miami-Dade police searched the beauty clinic for medical equipment and chemicals. This court document we've obtained says police are building a case of unlicensed practice of medicine and manslaughter. Court documents say Suyi paid $1,500 cash for her first treatment here, where a man claiming to be a doctor from Venezuela used a white plastic syringe to inject a yellowish, oily, water-like substance into each of her butt cheeks. She was then told it would be 4 to 6 weeks before she could have the next procedure. But when she came back 6 days later to have her stitches removed, the doctor told her he was leaving for Venezuela the following week and that she could come back in just a few days with $800 cash so he could inject her again before he left the country. After that next round of injections midday on April 11th, police say Suyi started to feel dizzy and fainted. Nearly 10 hours later, Suyima was dead. ¿Tú estás bravo con la clínica? You're angry with the clinic?
Sí.
Police say the clinic is owned by this woman, Ruth Planis. They say Miss Planis and her employees refused to supply any information to the medical examiners working to figure out what killed Suyi. We went to Plantis' home in the Doral area tonight, knocked on the door. Somebody was inside, but no one opened it to speak with us. In terms of charges in this case, right now, nothing has been filed, but that could change in the coming weeks. Live in West Miami-Dade, I'm Brian Andrews, CBS 4 News Tonight. At 20 to 10, Niall popped his head out the studio door. 10 minutes later, screaming fans got exactly what many of them had waited all day for, a chance to see all five. One Direction, the British boy band, melting hearts on a steamy South Florida night. Niall, Harry, Zayn, Liam, and Louis. You're in tears.
Yes, they're like my favorite. Like I can't. Like I love them so much. I don't even know what to say. I'm freaking out.
You don't know. Oh, you don't know you're beautiful.
Into the night, groupies camped out behind the fence of an adjacent parking lot. Some had waited for hours. As the sun was setting, some parents had had enough and expected the group to do a better job of acknowledging their South Florida fans.
Excuse me, guys, I can't have anyone over here.
I'm a fan of the boys. The boys are great, okay? And I pay thousands of dollars, and I'm going to the concert. But the way they're treating them here is not right.
As Lupe took her daughter home, no doubt disappointed, the crowd continued to swell.
If this becomes an unsafe environment, they will shut this down and everyone will have to go home.
But patience paid off as One Direction South Florida fans got a glimpse of the Fabulous Five, a wave and a smile, and a moment their young fans and parents won't soon forget.
I drove from Texas 21 hours just to see them on Friday, and I was just really excited to see them.
They did the fans right.
Yes, I don't care if they're like just right there. That was enough for me.
Later tonight, One Direction has sold out the BB&T Center in Sunrise, and on Friday, another sold-out concert at the AAA in downtown Miami. On Miami Beach, I'm Brian Andrews, CBS 4 This Morning.